Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gon' talk, we gon' have fun. We be on fire, we be lit. It's a unique hustle.
Check this unique hustle. It's your boy ECO, and I got a dude down here from Bumpton. Is this OG PIRU in the damn building?
That's right. Hey, y'all, stop what you're doing. I'm gonna do just what Miss Jamaica do.
Okay,
Stop what you're doing. Get yourself together.
Okay.
Go on these podcasts.
Okay.
Broadcast, all cast. Like and subscribe. Send $20.
What?
Because we got special guests here today, and we need that.
Hey, we got to have that, man. Listen, it's going down, man. We got one of my partners, man. It's that nigga Mike D. I think a nigga shot me.
Whoa, Mike D.
Mike D is in the building, man.
What's happening?
Man, you all the way down here. You know, I'm really mad, dog. I'm watching you from Tila and all these people popping up on your show. I'm a real hater when it come down to the rappers. I'm like, damn, who we gonna get next? I'm seeing everybody come over there, including Carlos Miller and Chico Bean together. I done had both of them niggas over here. They ain't never came on my show together.
Not together?
Yeah, this shit wow. So I said to myself, man, that nigga must be over that line better than me. I got to step my game up. So how you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing good, man. God is good, man.
Thank you for coming on the show, man. Like I say, man, it's a blessing to see what you're doing down in Houston, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? When I seen you, when you first popped out, you know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, I don't know if he's going to be consistent. You know what I'm saying? That'd be my main concern when I see people pop out. Because it's a lot of people try and then they just back off of it. But you've been consistent. I know I seen you on a couple of channels. Just explain to me how that's working, because I'm looking at two different channels a lot of times.
Yeah, you're looking at what we started was the Dirty Third. And what we've done is just branched it off. See, D got it. That was my, one of my other co-owners with 5. So what we did, we was all together. But what was happening is they was just coming looking for me. So when Gotti do his thing, his numbers low, my numbers high. So I'm like, bruh, we got to figure something out. You know what I mean? Because he got to win. You know what I mean? That's my brother. So I said, well, I'm going to do one. You do a Gotti Files, and we'll use Dirty Third together. That way, when we come on there, we together. So to see me, they got to see you because they got to see me. Wow. You feel what I'm saying? So, but time and January 1st and Tulo and who shot who jumped off, and I just been catching leg that way. You know what I mean?
I want to talk about that for a second, because when I seen, and I called you. Me and OG called you on the phone. OG say, who is that nigga down there shooting them pistols through his jeans?
Shooting through it. Went viral.
Viral.
Lead smoke everywhere.
Ultra viral. They say, what was it? It was a firecracker. I said, wait a minute. Next thing you know, Jimmy Kimball. Ain't that who it was?
Yeah, Jimmy Kimball.
He picked it up, and it was like, what is these dudes doing? You know what I'm saying? Then I heard negative too. Yeah. Haters. Shout out to I ain't gonna say his name, but I had told you to let loose on him, but I let him make it. But at the end of the day, because we Texas, I gotta watch how I do that.
Right.
I started sick OG on him because it could have been over.
Yeah.
But I didn't let him get him. You know what I'm saying? I ain't let him get him. You know what I'm saying?
If it wasn't for that certain friend.
I know. We talking in code now.
Y'all talking in code. Well,
OG know what I mean. Yeah. That's my Akeem, my Muslim brother. He asked me to leave it alone.
Okay, for sure.
So
yeah, he lucked out. He was this close.
Yeah, I was on him. He said, "Get him, I got him." see, he the Godfather. He don't want to tell y'all the truth.
No, man,
we just calling me and schooling me to all this shit. Hey, Mike, do this here. Now get him. I got him. Now, Mike. All right, now twist that way, turn that way. All I do is just drive.
No, we could have let loose on him, but we had our what they call the missiles cocked. We had him
locked and loaded.
Didn't JFK ride out in some water, and we had him pointed towards somewhere?
Had him pointed toward Cuba.
See what I'm saying? We had him ready.
We ready to let loose on this.
So how was that like when you first seen that go viral? Like how was when you seen it, did you think when it first happened that it was gonna do what it done?
Yes.
You did?
Not to that magnitude, of course not. But I knew it was gonna pop. So what people don't know is that when he wasn't harmed and everything was clear, I sat back and I said, man, what do we do with this? It's January 1st coming up. What better way to start it off than with a Bang.
Bang.
With a bang.
New channel, new content. 1st of January, started with a bang, and that was the bang. God gave us the bang. I prayed. I was like, man, if this is what you want me to do, show me something.
Okay.
And I woke up the next morning, he showed me something.
Okay.
Let me ask you something. When it happened, you was like, okay, what, did somebody shoot? No, explain that. Wait a minute.
Can we please talk about that?
No, we're going to talk about that.
Yeah, can I please?
Because you said, wait a minute.
I was lost like, let me show you something, man. Everybody think I'm gangster. They just been on gangster. I'm from the Trey. I'm from Third Ward. I'm that.
Come on,
you know.
Scott and Colin.
All that.
Come
you
on
feel
in.
me?
Yes, sir.
Like, I ain't gonna never deny my roots, man, but ain't nobody big enough to see a gun get shot and be like,
hear the noise.
What happened?
That
was fire.
No, you
blame everything on fire.
Boy, when you did that, I said, that nigga gangster. See that? He
flinched. 5 had me looking gangster, man. I took a run out the back door. he AI'd that thing and put it together. He AI'd it.
Man.
To be honest, bro, I didn't even know what happened. I was like, I'm talking to him. It sounded like with them headphones on.
Yeah.
You know? So it sounded like.
Yeah, because they got noise cancellation.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it didn't sound like a gun. Then when he said, "Oh Lord, who shot? He's too low. You shot. Who shot who?"
That went.
That's exactly what. Who?
Okay.
Who shot who? Shot.
And then you
when I
bent
turned
over
to
and
this
say,
nigga,
"Is everything okay?"
when I turned around, the look on his face.
Well, what did he do? Did he go in his pocket? Was he trying to put?
Crazy brother of mine, let's say that, he looking for a lighter that's on the table.
Wow.
In his pocket.
He made
where
it
his
go
firecracker
viral. Yeah. Okay.
So he digging in the pocket where his firecracker at and looking for a lighter that's on the table and hit that hair trigger. Yow!
Dang. Wow.
I almost hit my little Frenchie too, man.
Oh damn, man!
We almost
glad
had a
that didn't
problem.
happen. We almost had a problem.
We had a real problem.
Damn near
I'm
problem.
damn about him shooting himself. Don't shoot my dog. You shoot my dog, I gotta shoot your cat.
Okay, so when that happens, everything's okay, everything mellows out, and basically, now, is this pre-recorded?
Yes.
So you like, okay, you have time to think.
Yes.
How are we gonna deal with this?
How we gonna handle it, man? So we set a few testers out there. No, everybody just did what everybody did. Just roll past it. I scooted it up. And content creators know what I mean. I went right to the point of where it happened.
Okay.
Choices. Bow! We woke up, it was that goddamn, 1 billion views.
Wow.
Man, y'all
Just
see
like
that?
that. We went to sleep. We woke up it was 20 million. Everybody called me. He called me. Everybody called. You called. Hey, you everywhere. It's going down. Hey, what? I'm what? You know, I don't wake up till 1 o'clock. I'm what?
Hey, you're my kind of man.
Man, I look. I say, God, dog. I turn that thing around. I say, hold up. Then everybody calling. So we interviewed Ali that night. Or was it Ali? Who was it? Was it Ali that night when we found out about Jimmy Kimmel? So I'm in there, Lil Flip in the kitchen freestyling.
Shout out Lil Flip.
Ali is over there because when we do the podcast, it's like Screwhouse, man. Everybody coming, kicking in. You don't tell who in the building. We really have a good time. So when that happened, we looking. Tulo had drove off. He was still there. He drove off messing with Ali, and he texted me back and said, "You ain't finna believe this. Jimmy Kimmel done picked it up."
Oh,
I'm rapping literally with Flip. He got it recorded. I say, but hold up, Jimmy Kimmel on the show. Well, we on the Jimmy Kimmel show. Everybody said, hold on, man. I said Jimmy Kimmel. He like, no, it's Jimmy Kimmel. I'm like, I don't give a damn what he is. That motherfucker got us on the show.
That's right.
Man, we seen that and it just blew up from there. Boom.
I
Hit
seen
out
it
like a rocket. We had all
everywhere.
in India,
Right.
I seen
overseas,
it everywhere.
Africa.
Mike, what do you do after that? After you get a billion, man, what's the
Keep working.
encore?
You keep working like what we doing now. You put your head down, you put them blinders on like he told me, you act like it don't happen.
Okay.
Exactly.
You act like it never happened, you keep going.
You know, I'm letting the niggas have a little success on this shit.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
You giving them yeah, but let's be
That's
real.
real big,
At
yeah.
the end of the year,
He
it
gonna
won't
catch
be.
that
No,
shit.
it ain't. I already caught it.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's just be real.
Yeah,
if we was
out, you definitely caught me.
Damn the app. Nigga, I interviewed nigga. Damn the app.
Yeah.
You must have forgot Young LA went viral all over on TikTok.
You know what I'm saying?
So you can't really just leave a nigga.
Yeah, you did that with Young LA. He owe you a check. He owe y'all a check, man.
This shit blew. I ain't never seen no other podcast do that, but then your shit blew. But I'm saying, in 2025, at the end of the year, when I put this list together, when this list come out of who had the best moments in podcast world, because it's coming, those I'm gonna have categories, and I guarantee you these are some of the things that's gonna start popping up. So you'll see.
For sure.
But I'm giving y'all a little glimpse of what we got going.
Dope for the future, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah. But I definitely know that it was a powerful movement over there. I'm not gonna make the decision on what was most. I'm gonna get some outside sources.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Yeah, to figure out who it is.
It's a calling card around the world because, but even though like it'll go viral all over again. So we'll look at our phone and you'll see like another million move.
That's right. That's right.
And it'll just move at certain times and you'll be like 3-4 days. It's like, damn, it's hot all over again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's not a person on God's earth that didn't watch that.
Oh no, we watched that. Everybody over and over again.
It changed it because we've had different moments. Zero in the Trey beef,
Zero in the Trey. You had that ESG that was epic.
ESG to me was my favorite.
It was.
You know what I mean? He went crazy. You know what I mean? And then this Tech and Main Music that we just dropped. Yesterday. That boy popped 100+ in one day. I said, good Lord.
It happened.
And the full length one.
Yeah, so, that's good stuff right there.
Yeah, it's hard for him to watch that. It's easy to get the 200,000. Yeah. 2 minutes, 300. Man, that was, in 24 hours, that was big.
That was huge. Yeah. And I'm telling you, that's what we, the one thing I keep telling everybody is when you look at these shows, bro, all the crap to the side, man, just to be a black media source and to be able to tell the story from our perspective is very, very powerful to me. You know what I mean? And so the way you're doing over there and projecting it's done brought a whole new light to Houston, man. The way H-Town looking for me, I seen it. And you spoke on it a little bit on our last interview, like what you was trying to do, you know what I mean? We trying to bring this thing up, man. We want this energy on a whole nother level.
Well, because y'all up here kicking our ass.
Boy, listen, man.
This is
Dallas on it, ain't it?
East
real
Texas
life, East Texas, Trill Talk, No Pill Talk, Say Cheese, all that. It's up here.
Man, I'm talking about, man, what they do is they go straight up to Dallas. And then they just keep going right on to the West Coast. They don't even stop down there.
You finna make them loop around.
I'm finna make them loop around, man.
Okay. Yeah.
Houston need it.
Houston need it.
So it's just a pleasure to be able to do it. I had Vernon Maxwell the other day. That was one of my favorites.
Yeah. That's hard, man.
Oh, Mad Max used to tell Jordan head up at night, man. But Jordan couldn't sleep at night thinking about Vernon Maxwell. And that's when they won them 2 championships. You know what I mean? With Elijah Warren and all that, man. So that was dope for him to be, a friend and then actually keep his word and come through.
Wow.
So nigga beat me out of $40, man. I'm telling you, man, look, I'm a young jit doing what I do, how we come up in the world. I'm on the corner, he pull up in his black and gold Porsche. I said, that's Brandon Max, man. Let me do what I do. We got my lady friend with me. We trying to get dirty. You know what I mean? Hey, boom, boom. Hey, man, good job, man. Y'all won the championship again and da-da-da. Man, I put my money in my pocket. I go to the corner. I'm like, man, that was Vernon Maxwell, man. Y'all tripping, man. Yeah, what he get, man? But, hey, he spun. Whoa. Man, this man gave me 2 counterfeit fake $20 bills. Got him. All that dick riding. I should be working with my money, man. I'm riding dick. I should have been, man, I'm talking about, boy, when Jack told him, because I did Steven Jackson, and we was going to the party the same night. I said, man, is Maxwell going to be at that party? He said, hell yeah, I love. I said, you tell that motherfucker have my $40.
Have my $40.
He said, what happened? I said, man, sucker beat me, man. Soon we pulled up to the party, me and Five. He run and grabbed Jack. Must have already told him. He grabbed me like he been knowing my whole life. He just grabbed me. Hey, big old Jack did. Old Max did that to you, man. I'm sorry. He said, I've been watching the podcast. I'm about to come down there and mess with you, man, one time. Can we call it even? I said, man, you come do the podcast, I'll pay you, nigga. You treat me. But yeah, nah, he came, he did us a big, man. That was
That's huge, man, that he would even, you know, that's the love you get. That's the difference, you know, with all the work you did in the music and everything.
Straight up.
That's God just paying it off, man.
He bringing it back because I missed a lot, you know.
Of course.
Being in them streets, man, you know, prison took a whole lot of years out of my life, man. You know what I mean? From the family, the kids, I'm talking about this. But now, Screw told me a long time ago, he said, don't worry about the money and this and that. Just be the last one to tell the story.
Wow.
And to be one of the last ones to tell the story like I do, that's why I take it so serious. And Kiki them don't like what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Bro, them, they don't like it. Because, you know, to do this here, to be in other people's business, you got to be messy. You know what I mean? But it's the calling. It's my calling. Hey, man, it is what it is.
I just talked to somebody a while ago, Gutter TV, shout out to Gutter TV, just left, and I was like, man, you know, I don't look at it as being messy if you're not a messy person.
There you go.
You got to talk about, a lot of the stuff that you're talking about is stuff that people been talking about. They did it under the tree or over there beside the building, over there at the club. They didn't go in. They sat on the side, back of the truck with the tailgate let down.
There you go.
You see what I'm saying? This ain't nothing new that we doing.
Nothing.
All this is just people just pretty much conversating. And then a lot of the stuff that we talk about, like I might bring up, say Diddy, for instance. I might bring up Diddy.
Well, why you got to bring up Diddy, for instance?
Because that's public information.
There you go.
You understand what I'm saying? That's people that's writing articles.
You didn't bring up Megan Thee Stallion.
I could bring up Megan. We can bring up
How they doing?
No, we gonna get to that. We got this nigga number. Hold on, it's coming, nigga. You don't have to worry about that.
Come on with it, kid.
But no, like you talk about the stuff that's relevant topics that's already being talked about. All these subjects that's talked about. We know that they lying on Smokey. He didn't come down there and get in the blue room. We got to talk about that.
That's right.
Because everybody else spilling and doing a smear campaign that won't wait. So it's people like y'all, me, you know, that'll say something that give it a different life for our people to watch.
But
so that's the way I look at it.
But just like you say, you saying something that somebody else want to say, but too big of a coward to say it.
Wow.
To say it.
You dig what I'm saying? Right. It's just like when certain people, oh man, you being messy. But you being messy not saying nothing.
Yeah.
Come on now.
You part of the problem if you don't solve it. So somebody got to say it, you know. Whatever it is, like you talking about prison. And I was just telling one of my buddies, we was talking about yesterday, I don't keep secrets. If you tell me anything, it's public information. Because I done seen people in prison.
My wife and walked in on this.
That's not what you just told me earlier.
But now, for public information, I will lie to a woman. I'll tell her anything. You dig what I'm saying? Just to get that water, I will tell her anything.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, but we were just discussing how a dude will come to you in prison, and I'll tell you, hey man, he ain't shit. He a snitch. He this and he that. But now you lining me up to kill E. But why ain't you did it? But now when we get in front of E, I'm like, I said, wait a minute, didn't you say he wasn't shit? Same thing with Melvin when he talked that shit to me. You know, but I'm gonna bring it out.
There you go.
Don't send me on no mission you won't do yourself. Oh, and more being messy. You shouldn't. If he's a buster, I take advantage of busters. But don't say something and then get in front of him. Oh yeah, man, we could hold your nuts on him.
For sure.
So the same thing in this media. You saying things that people want to say, then when you say it, oh man, you being messy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And a lot of it also be because you have a platform that you can do it off of. A lot of guys the people that saying you being messy, a lot of times in the comments, they wish they could do some of the things. I look at some of these people pages and I see them trying and I'm looking for prospects to bring on the show. A lot of times I'm trying to look through my comments to see that person that might be got that traction.
Right.
Okay, man, I'm looking to try to understand what's going on in the algorithm, and guess what? A lot of times we look at them and we ain't seeing no work. A lot of people not being consistent. They're not trying to figure this thing out. It takes work. It don't take you can't just sit back and act like this is an easy win. You and I both know that.
Oh, no.
I have a lot of respect for you and you'll have a lot of respect for me, and you will too if you understand what's happening to try to keep this brand going like that. Most people like Sean Cotton, most people like Gutter TV, yourself, Beehive, people who really, 85 South, my boy Carlos Miller and Chico Bean and DC Young Fly, show me a lot of love. Even real life when I meet Jeff or whatever. I don't know Jeff, but I got a respect for these guys because I know this work that we doing is not an easy win like that. Donnie Houston and all the rest when he was starting. No matter how the show was going, he still kept going.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? So that's what I looked at when I seen you. Where is he gonna go with this? Who is this guy? Man, this nigga show is looking like he might be, oh man. I said, nigga doing his thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And basically just seen what you had going and admired it, but I didn't touch it because I wanted to see if you was gonna keep going. And you and I was gonna ask you like, what caused you to do it? You asked me that last time in the elevator. You like, you didn't ask me what made me start doing my podcast. Well, I'm asking you today, what made you start doing your podcast?
I had a revelation, man. The revelation was to get out and make. I didn't know, like, I was watching like everybody through the pandemic, watching the podcast come up, but I was like, man, I don't want to do that, but I want to I know I got a storytelling knack to, you know what I mean, being in jail, you know, sitting around, I ain't rapping for free. So you ain't getting me in there talking about, you know, no, that's cost money. But I sit up and tell these stories about meeting Tupac, about hanging out at 662, about Screw House, by
Pimp C, nigga.
Pimp C.
Oh, no.
By Master P. You know, just everything that I done been a part of here. I didn't even told the Bernie Maxwell story. I know I told him, he was like, man, he see shit every day and be like, ain't nothing I won't believe this nigga say now. So as I'm telling these things in jail, I knew I had that knack. So I like, maybe if I could tell stories, then I could probably be a part of that or something. Because like everybody else, I'm scared of the blowback of the messy shit. You know what I mean? Right. Shit, man, we just... I got with D. Gotti. He said one day, I said, man, I'm thinking about starting a podcast. He said, shit, I got the equipment. I said, well, if you got the equipment and I'm thinking about doing it, let's put it together. That's our Dirty Third for him. Gotti knew 5. So we put out a couple episodes. 5 came along right there, and we like, hey, 5, man, we trying to look for people that's going to be iron. Do you want to be a paid, employee, or do you want to get iron and let's put it in the grind? He said, man, I don't want to be paid for that, nigga. I'm amongst my peers. I'm amongst, right. You know what I mean? People that, hey, man, I'm honored to be with y'all.
We could do this.
Yeah, so he look at it like legend. So he like, man, hey, man, I do this for free.
That's right.
So when he done that, it was like, damn, okay. And he was consistent and worked with me. And then before you know it, we just weeded everything else out. Man was coming. We was knocking out 6, 7. I didn't know no better. I was doing 6, 7 interviews in one day, man. Didn't know what the hell I was doing. I'm just talking, everybody covered. They wouldn't stop covering. So I was just like, shit, come on. We dead beat tired the next day. That's why he told me 14.
Yeah, that's my record.
We ain't never done 14.
I did 14 in one day.
But we done damn sure done about 6, 7 of them motherfuckers for sure.
You go get that 14, nigga. You ain't leaving at 2:33 in the morning. You got to start early in the morning. You ask that woman over there. You got to start early in the morning. It was in Atlanta, Georgia. Shout out to my boy PGF Shout, man, and Darrell Deshaun.
One day, no more.
Hey, man, hey, they were coming, they were going, they were coming, they were going, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to see that many niggas.
So what is the goal for like when you look at where you would want to be? What do you aspire to be in this podcast world?
I just want to be able to say that you got somewhere to go, and from 86, 85, 84 to now, where you can document. I was born in 74, so 84 is when I started getting out there. So everything from now and pretty much whatever happened before me, if it mattered, Houston history. I want to be able to, I want you to go somewhere and get the real.
Man, that's hard.
I want you to go from the real. You know what I mean? That's all I want. I don't care about the money, none of that. I got a dream we're going to get $75 million that's coming.
So you was born in 74?
Yeah.
I got shoes older than you.
Damn. Damn. I'm trying to get to that though. But you know the youngsters will say, oh man, OG had it. Nah, I want to get to that.
No, that's why you think I'm hanging with it?
Right now I want to meet it. I'm trying to get there.
In 1978, I met
You was already a millionaire.
I was in Harris County Jail with T. Cullen Davis. You know, T. Cullen Davis, he had put a contract on the judge out there.
Oh yeah, you was in there with real 1301.
You a real OG, man.
I didn't want to do time back then. That shit.
We think about that and get
They got
scared.
the rat with the sack on the wall now. They say, hey man, it's a safe prison.
Morning, boss. How's your
Turkeys
house?
and all that. My dad and run that shit. Eat, man. Hell nah. Them boys say,
Man.
turkey shit. Oh, fuck no.
Nobody ain't trying to hear that.
See, I want to tell them stories.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See, boys don't know what it was like to have turkeys.
That's right. Well, you know, it was a time in prison in Texas where it went from the inmate being on your card to the offender being on your card. You went from one cup. Look, boy, you know the history. But these Texas niggas know, boy.
Trust me, mine 1041 518. So I know.
Look, these niggas know
That
their
number,
number,
that's a
man.
millionaire
Yeah.
number. Now, five did 12 years. That's why I tell you.
So you know where I'm coming from.
Man, five ain't no any Muslim. So
Same.
and throughout the whole bid on Ferguson.
Ooh.
So yeah, so that's why I
that's
tell
hard.
you.
You gonna be on both sides, nigga. That's good shit right there.
Why you think I fuck with him? You know what I mean? That's my brother.
Man.
Talking about, man, you better not fuck with him.
Bet not. Listen, man. I don't. You know, Young LA was on here. And I done had so many. Kiki done did it on here, man. I always ask people to do this, and I let you make it last time. But give me that verse, man.
That one time for you,
Yes,
man.
sir. One time. Let's go.
One time for your mind, let a player come through.
Come on.
I'm sipping on a foe and I'm jamming on that screw.
Man.
It's Southside players and that's player down production. Cause a young nigga got $1 million function.
Man.
Living so throwed in this game. Drink got me what throwed in the game.
Man.
Now I'm thinking stacks, Marlboro Lex. Moved up to 550 Benz is how I act. A little bit crazy. Fuck these damn ladies. All up on that dang lane cause I'm Mercedes.
Man.
Really ain't with it. Let that 9 million start spitting round after round and drop a player hater dime from the other side if you start plexing. It's that Southside 3rd Ward, Houston, Texas.
Man.
Boy, don't know. I'm Candy Red up on the scene. A young nigga sipping codeine with my mug on me for that fat to the pack.
Come on.
How the fuck they gon' act?
Man.
Oh, rat tat 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 with my 9mm gat. So boys better raise the fuck up off me, cause that boy Mike D is living like John fucking
Got it.
on the boss top.
Texas,
101.
man. Stop
Come
playing,
on,
man.
come on. Fuck
That
is they
boy
talking
come
about?
down, man.
Yeah, we gonna come down in
Stop
H-time.
playing, man.
Can't call me out. We gonna get it.
We
man.
got to do it, man. That's the boss talk way,
That's
man.
only for you too.
But you know that's what we do over here.
Hey, I'm
because
with
it's
it.
for the music when it come down to it
This
with the
man
artists.
should have been a damn DJ.
He
know how to bring it out.
And
You
this
know.
man called
Stop,
me at 1
man.
o'clock in the
Stop,
damn
man.
morning rapping. I can't even get to the whole stroll. Messing with him.
Man, we been a ride, nigga. That's what we call it in the penitentiary. We been a ride.
Put that call for every ride, nigga.
Boy, that cool off, nigga. Put it in
Yeah,
there,
put that cool off in there, the peppermints in there, yeah. Mix that thing up, we finna ride. Call it
That's
pretty,
hard,
man.
man.
Fix that pretty together, man.
Man, I mean, when you first started rapping, man, and when you started your journey, and when did you know that that's what you wanted to do?
Man, when I jumped off the point, when I seen Run DMC and I went to that Fresh Fest and I seen LL and I seen Big Daddy Kane and the Fat Boy, I said, man, I got to have these hoes passing out like this here. When I had a record deal when I was 15.
Let's talk about it.
Wow. LaTroy from Shortstop Records, Want to Be a Baller.
Yeah.
Yeah, we started that thing. It was me and Scarface. Scarface a little older than me, but we was at first. I did a talent show, won first place, and first place was a record deal at H-Time Records before Troy.
Okay.
Scarface was there. Scarface was like, "Hey, little nigga, y'all talented. I'm finna go to Shortstop." We went with him. Shout out Jesse Harris though. No, I had to plug it, nigga. So we go to Shortstop. We had to do all this, back then, you like how you called it on the spot. We had to have a dance routine and to rap together. And, hey, man, we hip hopping back then. Shit, when we went in there, Scarface, Good Jay came and, did what he did. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna say he took nothing from Troy, but it was like Face made a executive decision to go to rap a lot. Man, Troy still so dope. I don't know what Jay do. I'm from the South Side. I heard he do this, that, and the third, but I know Troy got $50 slabs and they that motherfucker big. So if the rap shit don't work, I spend $50 and make $200.
Yeah, we flipping.
You feel me?
The flipper.
Man, I ain't trying to hear that shit, man. Because, who's to say this gonna work? And every rapper I know broke his head.
That's right.
See, back then it wasn't real to be a rapper. It wasn't a street thing. Like, you wasn't like, hey, man, y'all tap dancing and shit, man, we getting this money. But I was getting the money, too.
Yeah.
So I was one of the ones that was, back then. So we went to Troy. He left. We was the main group there. I stayed with Troy. We went and got a record deal. I don't know if you remember Disco Rick, that Your Mama's on Crack.
Come on, man. Stop.
We went to Florida. The little buzz we built up down there in Houston with Scarface leaving because he left a buzz with us too. We went down there with Disco Rick them and got a record deal with Joy Boy Records back then. The trick was, though, man, I had more dope money in my pocket than I left with rap money, so it wasn't too big of a deal. I went, I couldn't wait to get back to selling some dope. You gotta get out of here. You gotta know back then, Sky Street out there, you step anywhere, you line to sell 9 ounces in rock.
That's right. I
might start off with a 50. I'm end up with 12, 1,500 by the end of the day.
That's right.
Wow.
That's what we did.
Playing Big Bang, Take Little Bang in the middle school.
Okay.
You feel me? Yeah. Like,
Big Bang, Take Little Bang in middle school.
In middle school. Real talk. They'll tell you. They gonna say it in the comments.
So when you think about it, like after that, how did you consistently go back to the rap?
Screw.
That was what drove you, DJ Screw.
DJ Screw. The DJ Screw movement happened.
So when that happened, that pretty much was pulling you back into the situation
That's
of the
what
music.
See them niggas that know how to rap.
Okay.
So I took my break. I said, I ain't worried about that rap shit. We ain't making no money. Why would I do it? I'm making, it ain't making sense. So Troy he was mad about Scarface. When he fizzled out, I fizzled out, but we stayed in the streets. You know what I'm saying? So when the screw epidemic hit, so everybody riding around flowing, doing this damn same flow I'm doing. I'm gonna come down. I'm like, man, what is this shit, man? So one day, listening to the instrumentals or rapping on something, riding around Houston, hitting the roof, we doing all this here, freestyling was in. One day I was at my friend's house riding over in Randy, and I just bust a rap for him, just like we did now.
Yeah.
What nigga you can rap? yeah, you must have didn't know. Woo, woo, woo. I forgot you was with Troy back in it. We go in the Screw House. Went to Screw House and did what I just did for you right here, man. It was a rap.
Wow.
Screw was like, hell nah, nigga, you finna,
We finna do this.
Yeah.
Wow.
Rest in peace, DJ
Rest
Screw,
in
man.
peace, DJ Screw.
Angel for real.
You know what Pimp C said? R.P. to Robert Davis.
He the king of the South. Anything less said, the name out your
You
mind.
need to shut your
damn mouth. Hold on. Get me right there, because that's a good friend of mine, too. Him and Bun, man. I
man, love that, man. I see Bun done opened up a new Trill Burger.
Chicken tenders now, I think. What is it? Chicken
Y'all been over there yet?
Nah.
I got to get by there, man.
Hey, we'll be by there. That Barnyard Pimp. I got to go get some of him.
Yes, sir.
Got to go give me some of that Barnyard Pimp.
The one thing I do keep in mind, man, is y'all, every time I go down there, man, I'm a foodie, I got to talk about it, man. It's the big elephant in the room for me. I don't want that. That's the old way I used to do it. It was a turkey leg hut down there, man, and it's some stuff that hit the fan now. I know y'all don't want to tell y'all business, but man, it's all over the news, man. Lynn, a shout out to Lynn, but Lynn.
You talking about the pyromaniac?
He gonna talk about it.
I'm just asking, I'm from Compton.
But we've been covering this because I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I just seen a lot of fire and all kind of stuff, man. Dudes in restaurants, and I didn't know what to think. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
I got a call though from somebody else that ain't there right now that say they know they broke the whole situation down to me. I'm not gonna speak on it too much, but it was a little bit more deeper than what I thought.
Now see, that's messy.
No, I can't talk about it.
I can't talk about it. What you bring it up for?
Go ahead. It might slip out.
Here and now, well, you know, we gotta sell it. You know what I mean? But nah, that was the stupidest shit ever. Streets been knowing what was going on, but that was some, you know, some inside shit. You know, bro came home. He wasn't happy. He wasn't
at home alone, was he?
Nah, he wasn't happy. But the thing about it, though, I gotta say too, man, is bro, like, you know, we all on this Alameda corner trying to bring it back to life. You know, Alameda is a historical Third Ward corner. Lynn is from Third Ward, you know. So he a little protective of it like all of us, you know. Nobody wants to sell the historical Third Ward, you know what I mean? So, but he came home from a business that you was in somebody else's place to your own business. You know, a lot of them helped him get it started. It just when it came home, it just didn't work. You know what I mean? It just didn't work. You know, bro, just he's an alpha maker. You know what I mean? He's an alpha. So, you know, I don't know. And they broke apart. But now, as far as him burning the place down, I don't know. But I do know that they broke, like, the friendship broke up. So it was easy to point it at him.
Well,
you know what I mean?
The news people, they had a lot to say. You know, I
Too
watched
much
the
to
news.
say.
They said that it was the phone calls happened and all kind of stuff. They linked it all together. That's why I'm saying they break the case now. Because one thing OG always said, if you can't say it if you can't say it in court,
Don't say it.
If you can't say it in court, don't say it. Everything is recorded
on the phone.
All phone
On
calls
the
are
podcast.
You know who told me that? You ever heard of Richard Cobb, attorney out of Texas? He told me that in 1978. Never say nothing on the phone that you can't say in court. Ooh, keep your mouth. He showed me a Mexican doing a heroin deal with some federal agents. He told me in 1978, never say nothing on the phone that you can't say in court. Everything is recorded.
So they got him on recording saying that?
I think they got what they looking at now. So it's done changed the technology from when he talking about now. When them repeaters start hitting on that tower when you talking on these phones. See, most people taking these phones and stuff with them, you already being followed. Them pings is hitting at all times.
Putting you in the area.
You gonna know that where you at. When you call, I just did the his ping, 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 and ping him at the same time. It's hard to beat that in the court of law because they gonna have all them records right there.
And then they go right and pull everything out.
They gonna pull it right out. It's there. It's there.
And the crazy part, they make the records. That's just like that forensic and DNA. How you find it? What we know about DNA? DNA what?
You know I did that. Who is that? Who is DNA? Who the hell is all them there?
In my crib,
But you know
why the hell they all get here? DNA.
I think the main thing you got to think about is, man, you know, I was really concentrating on the fact of how good that business was doing over there. It was striving everywhere. They could pull up to Dallas in one of them trucks, man, and they had lines for days.
They say bro had his payout was hundreds of thousands a week.
Yeah, it was. It was millions a month, $1 million months.
Millions a month.
It was.
But the ego is terrible, man. You know, something go on in our psychic and our ego, we'll throw everything away.
They started in the field though, like they started with the rodeo. So like you would just go and know that they did parking.
Right.
So you would just go find them with them turkey legs in the field. So they parking your car, taking people on the carts to the rodeo, bringing them back. Bro, a hustler, he been a hustler.
Right.
We would go here by, man, Lynn got turkey legs over there by the Astrodome. Go over there and get them, pull up. We don't got nothing to do with the rodeo. You know, if you from Houston, you don't go no damn rodeo. Not if you from there.
Right.
You know, that's for y'all. You know what I mean?
That's real.
So we can break in these cars and do what we do at youngsters. You know what I mean? Right. But we go find them, and bro, shit, he had them turkey legs. We go over there, find them, then he went on Washington, then they got their building. So
dang,
it's sad to see it from us because that was something that was ours. You know what I mean?
Oh man, it was a hell of a,
bro.
You know, the saddest part of it that I seen on the internet. You know, everything on the internet, some stuff on the what you call the dark web, but we ain't gonna talk about that. But
y'all not put me down with the dark web. I need to know what's going on.
Nigga, hell, man.
I need to know about this dark web.
So the saddest part was seeing them old cars get pulled away. I'm an old car guy. Look, when I seen that, I said, man, it's over, man. When they start pulling the cars away, he would have 10, 15 cars in front of the place, all old school classics.
yeah.
Them classics was out there.
Trick that. Well, classic
so when I seen the authorities pulling them cars away, damn, once
it's over there.
Yeah, they
you ain't never getting that. When they come, you don't never get shit back. I still got millions of dollars that they told me I was gonna get. Where the hell my money? They
done spent all that. I bet it ain't in that damn room no more. It ain't in that gate no more. Them cars is gonna be sold, auctioned off
quick.
Wow. And these I'm talking about classics.
He got some clean shit. Wow. That's why him and Rick Ross was best friends.
That's right. Him and Rick Ross. My boy Dump Master was messing with him for a little bit.
Yeah, some shit.
Now
Lynn had everything. All you had to do was be ready to sell your car. He's buying it. On the spot. And you want 30, 40, 50, 60, get it. Just drop it off.
And the part, it throws you off when you see how they come at him. I thought about it when they said they were selling turkey legs. They were selling marijuana out the turkey leg bags and all that. This is all stuff to try to get. We gonna keep this stuff we getting. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest.
Right.
This money ain't right.
For that, though.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm telling you what the plight is.
Ill-gotten game.
You see
how they do it?
They playing the game, right?
You see how they do it?
Yeah.
This man had a brand like everybody got a damn brand. And then how you
dirty,
gonna say
man.
that dirty? It was a brand. He bought that with jokes up. Paid good money for that brand. He wasn't selling no damn weed out the back. Like, come on, man, they tripping. Man. They had turkey legs. When I did see them turkey legs, I did say, I don't know about this one.
What do you mean?
You know, the weed gang shit is different from LA to Houston. This shit is not legal. Man, I'm still tripping. Now they finna take it back from him. You know they taking it back.
What? They taking it.
Run that shit back. Y'all know what y'all doing. Y'all playing.
Yeah.
So they
I told y'all play right. That way was that. I told you never.
That's what they do. That's what they do.
You play fair, no.
That's right.
Y'all want to make some millions? Yeah, shit back there, boy.
Yeah, it's still theirs. Don't think you're running nothing. You ain't running nothing.
But see, that's the whole point of where we miss. We play the game, but we don't know the rules. I don't care about the game as long as you know the rules. See, we play the game and they call foul, and ain't nothing we can do about it. But when you know the rules, it's just like in Texas. Houston taught me the rules, bro.
Come on now.
They taught me the rules. I got busted for chemicals in California.
Come on now.
And Richard Cobb, they busted me for having illegal chemicals in California. And like I told E earlier, the feds with Puffy them, it ain't about the deed. When you go to the feds, it's a not paying your taxes. No matter how much money Al Capone was making $30 million a year, and he went to prison for $54 when he was a barber, didn't pay taxes for $54. And they ruined his whole organization for $54 for income tax evasion.
How you got these cars and this, that, and the third, and they paid you $54.
You know what I'm saying? Bam. So now, Richard Cobb told me in California, when they indicted me in California for the chemicals, he said, Kenzie, you bought those chemicals from American Chemical Company. You paid taxes on them. They had to drop the case. But that white man knew the rules.
Come on now.
The best sense is bought sense.
That's real. Yeah. That's some real spiel, man.
That's why, I sit up on the bro all day.
He gonna give it to you.
Hey, I would sit up on the bro all day. You hear me? Yeah. I'm talking about suck it up, man. I'm talking about give me that game, man.
So real, man, I like when you think about what y'all got going down there, man. I seen you had Sauce Walk on there. Yeah. Y'all was at the strip club, wasn't you? When did y'all do that at your place?
No, it was at his place.
Was that
one of the youngest strip club owners in Houston?
Wow, that's why. You know that you met Sauce. Sauce came out there and hollered at him
when they tried to rob him down there.
When they tried to rob him, he came with seen OG.
You know, he blooded to the core.
Man,
yeah, we roosted
he
up.
loved to death. Yes, indeed, he loved it.
So when you interviewed him, what was big that you got out of that interview from talking to that youngster?
Man, oh Lord have mercy. I lost a lot of rap friends, that's for sure. I think that was the beginning of my losing my rap friends. That's when I realized that, okay, being in this job, I ain't gonna have no rap. I've been having rap friends my whole life, so I'm like, hey, what's going on now? What? So I was walking with over there and blew everybody ass out the water.
Huh?
And it sound like you know, when you doing the interview like right now, they gonna tear me up by Lynn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Man, why you ain't say this or say that? Or you should have got him out of jail. You know, you said this to put him in jail. Or,
Yeah.
now I know how to watch it.
Yeah.
Then I'm just having a conversation with my little nephew. Yeah, he taught me, he say, man, and Bun B and da-da-da, and this one and that one and that. Old niggas don't want to see us shine and they doing nothing for I'm sitting here looking at myself all over again. I'm really relishing because it's like I know what it feel like to have that money in that bag. At that age yet,
right?
You be cocky as hell, that ego, boy. You think, boy, you know you.
But what did I tell you though? I got on you about that. I called you about that.
Yeah, you called me about that. Got on me, but see, this early in the game, so I'm really sitting here. I'm looking at it. I'm like, I'm proud of him in a way, cause that's what we said. Man, fuck them old niggas. Man, my old niggas don't know what they doing. Man, da-da-da-da-da. Man, they coming from the stealing cars and pimping. Man, we rocking this dope up, making our money, doing this and that. Why they try to tell us what to do? I got the Mexicans now. I got way back then Colombians. I got the Lumbos now. Then when the Mexican came, I got the big Mexicans, and I got this, and I'm bigger than y'all. And shh, that's what it sounded like he was doing to me. But in long shot, when I look at it, it was like it was bad. Once I got Slim Thug and Zero and everybody in my ear, like, why you let him say? Why you ain't giving no pushback on
That's
this?
what I told you. I said it's all right. I bring rain on for a reason. You know that, right?
Pushback because I was, you know.
But sometimes you just gotta listen, though, because in our culture, you look at our OGs.
Yeah.
Most of the OGs, how I'm gonna tell you what to do when I'm riding a bicycle?
There you go.
Nobody care about the $1 million I made in 1978. What are you doing in 2025?
That's right.
Yeah. What have you left me? So these young rappers and young hustlers, they ain't looking at no OGs that ain't got nothing. They don't care nothing about when you was selling
nickel bags.
I didn't even know what a Delata was. I got busted by here. Man, you bringing Delatas to California? A lot of what? I didn't know what it meant. I got PCP here. What the hell you talking about?
Oh yeah, you get that real money.
Yeah, that's different time, man.
Yeah, so when these youngsters look at us today, we got 30 years of not coaching them.
Right.
Other cultures, they respect their OGs. But what is we giving them?
Nothing.
So when Sauce come on and he putting his in, that's one of Suge's downfall. He didn't have anybody black that he respected to mentor him. And white America gave him Don Cornelius. And he thought Don Cornelius was gay. So he thought he was bigger than Don. You dig what I'm saying? And you see where he went in the tubes with that bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So sometimes we become stunt dummies of our own self. You know, I'm the first millionaire of my family. My mother graduated from college. I swear my mother didn't know shit. She didn't actually, but I should have took some advice from them.
Wisdom.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Not just the money.
Yeah.
I think we all guilty to that though. Being the first big millionaires in our family, you know what I mean? Like it's a flex, it's a cap. We do the wrong shit.
Yeah.
You know
and I was the first millionaire. By 1980, I was broken in prison. A money and fool soon part.
Okay, when you think about it though, Sauce, like I said, you know, a lot of the times it's because Bun them ain't broke. You know what I'm saying? These guys having money.
Yeah,
but the thing is, there's gaps. There's peers. You have peers. Me and you peers. We born in the 70s. His peers born in the Lord
30s.
have mercy. We don't know.
The 20s. That's wait a minute. We don't go with that blood.
Wade in the water. Wade in the water. Those slaves out there. But anyway, but there's me too. I'm chasing it. But the peers matter, bro. And I think that's the part where you show the gap. You know what I mean? Even with Slim Thug and them when they had the thing about the clothes, and I heard him talking about wearing big T-shirts and all that stuff, and Sauce was talking about he brought this, and they was doing it this way. These are just phases. These guys could have told us they brought the bell bottoms in the 70s when they were wearing them and all that. Yeah. They brought them back now. In the 60s they wore them? What about them Tom Walkers, them big old high heels y'all were wearing?
I was
embarrassing as hell. Embarrassing as hell. With the fish in the goddamn bottom. Nigga, what about them, nigga?
Excuse me. I understand. I looked at the history of them tall shoes. They came from Texas. Little niggas like Texas.
What did you get?
I was looking at we can search it on the dark web.
Don't open that dark web.
Open that
Leave that dark web where it's at.
I heard they jump out the screen. Hell no.
But I'm telling you right now, man,
but I hear you.
different peers, bro,
Right.
I think gonna talk different, and these are parallels that we just got to deal with. You know what I'm saying? And I'm cool with it. I don't really trip off what somebody say. I heard one dude that was hating on me. He say, man, if Mo 3 was alive, he would never rock with Boss Talk. And I say he sure wouldn't, because I'm 50-something. He's about 20. He my son age.
Exactly.
So I would never rock. And I got so many stories where basically me and him, boy, just going to a club together and hanging out together. There are certain levels where I'm not gonna go down to my kids. You seen my daughter when we was in San Antonio the other week. Man, these folks don't want to be around me. They don't even like me like that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's their peers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm cool with that. You got your son and all them. You're not
You got to
hanging
stay
with
in your place.
Exactly.
You know?
So I don't get it, man. Like I don't get offended by what somebody say that's not my peers, to be honest with you, about a time period that
I
they
do.
they don't
know nothing
understand.
about.
That's right. I don't understand about your Tom Walkers that y'all did up there in Hollywood.
You
That
will
shit come out of Hollywood. They disco when they open their shirt on. They open their shirt up and they got the shirt on. What's that boy named John Travolta? And then they got on them back dancing.
John Travolta was born in San Antonio. I just looked it up.
Where you find it at?
He's
In the dark web.
He's a dog.
That nigga hell right there.
Man, look at but in the defense of Sauce, though, he's a man. One thing about Sauce, he came in and he knew what he was doing. His dad is a wrestler.
For sure, I seen him.
You know, shout out Papa Sauce.
Yeah.
So he knows how to sell entertainment. He came in the door talking about, y'all, OGs, da-da-da. Everybody hated him, but he know who is this kid that's saying this. And then he just, little did we know he's a damn genius.
Well, he did that with the drip. He did that with the sauce. He did that with, he do it every time. It's just phases. I get it.
He's a damn genius, man. But he reveres that 90s, the era, the screw era, the this, that.
Yeah, I heard him go against that Miami nigga about that new.
He gonna go crazy when it come to this era here. And anybody come down there, he go, man, Mike D had on, you know, he gonna let it be known. But it's the ones that you know, he know that, hey, you just a rapper, you ain't really no street nigga. See, these days you gotta really be what you say you is.
Right.
And we started that era. And few people got away with not being that, just can rap good. You know what I mean? I think it's a curse, to be honest. I don't look at that as cool no more. Being really a drug dealer and really going to jail and really having to sit down there years and really have to miss my family and really have, man, I wish I'd have worked at McDonald's. And just knew how to tell stories like I'm doing now. You feel me? You can't get me to do nothing wrong these days, man.
I heard it.
Please, I ain't going across street.
Well, you know, I seen you with Megan when this whole thing, when the court case popped open. Oh man, they said that about that girl. You know what I'm saying? All the Houston dude was saying that, yeah, man, they should have stood behind her and all. But then the video's coming out now. But wait a minute, there's a lot of videos coming out. There's a lot of things being said that wasn't said in court. And we just trying to understand from a public standpoint, you being a native out of H-Town, give it to me. Make me understand what I'm seeing here.
Look, where your phone at? Where your computer? Pull up Tory Lane calls Kelsey.
Okay,
and we're going to end it.
Okay, we're going to end it.
We're going to end it right now.
Okay.
Tory Lane calls Kelsey. It's on the thing. It's that simple.
It ain't even on the dark web. Anybody can get this.
Nah, it's on straight YouTube. and this is allegedly Mr. D.A., because please send him home.
Well, they ain't gonna send him home in California.
This is why he in jail. He in jail for this.
He called from jail.
This call is subject to recording and monitoring. Press 1 to accept the call. To deny this call, thank you for using Telmate.
Hey. Y'all got out saying anything?
Huh?
Y'all got out and anything out good?
I'm in the hospital. I'm outside the hospital.
What hospital y'all at?
About what?
You said what?
You're listening to Street
I
TV.
said Megan's in the hospital still. I'm outside the hospital waiting.
What hospital are you at?
I don't know.
So I know she probably never ever gonna talk to me ever again, but bruh, I just want you to know, bruh. Nigga, I was just so fucking drunk, nigga. I didn't even know what the fuck was going on, bro. Dead ass. I didn't even know what the fuck was going on, bro. Like dead ass, nigga. I never do some shit like that, bro. So whatever, bro. But you know, regardless, that's not gonna make anything right. What is what? What you mean, house?
It's on some app. You know, Megan's team is on top of this. So,
Yeah, but like niggas can't know. Niggas don't. There's no way that Megan's on like the things.
no, there's no, what'd you say?
There's no way that Megan's like on the thing.
You're listening to Street TV.
No. So far, none of that is there. But I mean,
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be one of those. If anything, the only nigga that's gonna get this backlash is me. It's not gonna be her.
you have one.
You want to go to the next subject?
Talking on them phones.
So this nigga
Shot the
here,
shit out big.
he done shot. He did say dance and all.
Dance,
that.
bitch.
Damn, man, 14.
And did all the stuff that's coming
Governor
out
got
about
that,
her.
huh?
This what we doing. Get him out for sure. Like, okay, we need to say that she lied, okay, whatever. But just if y'all want to know, I mean, shit, of course that's what they saying now. It's appeal time. Fuck you mean? Yeah. She lied in the beginning trying to protect him, bro. She kept it 100 till she just couldn't do it no more. They kept fucking with her, trolling her till she just came out and said, she's a woman, she's a civilian. She's somebody's sister. She Joe P. daughter. She my nigga daughter. You feel me? Like, yeah, Joe P., rest in peace, man. If he was here, man, wouldn't be no court for him. And I be mad at his partners. They older than me, but at the same time, y'all should got active with this shit. Feel what I'm saying? Because if he was here, he wouldn't have been trying to hit. I'm telling you, he wouldn't have been trying to hit. No Carl Crawford, no Lil J, none of that. I'm telling you, he wouldn't have been trying to hit. Real South Park nigga, man. I'm talking about real stiff. Shot my baby, man. You'd have to answer that.
Wow.
You feel me?
How did he pass?
He passed a long time ago, man. He got killed. Drug deal. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See that we don't be knowing the history of
Yeah,
it.
no, she really come from it. And her mama, rest in peace, Hollywood.
Mama
was,
did it.
Yeah, was in the music and gangsters, man.
Yeah,
man, for real. Hollywood got a
told you
song
she
called
wasn't
Screw
soft.
Something.
I told you that. Paul, man, that's some shit. She done been through some shit.
Man,
You dig what I'm
do some
saying?
shit, man. She straight up. She ain't. She was trying her best, bro, to not let him go to jail. Of course, we know about the kills and shit. She ain't shot him either. So, I mean, I'm sure they were wrestling for it. I'm sure he didn't mean for that to happen. I'm sure he was drunk. But that sounds just like a nigga that done whooped his gal. Ain't that how you sound when you up in there trying to get, baby, where y'all at?
Yeah, I didn't mean. I was drunk.
I was drunk, baby. I would have never beat your ass, baby.
But they say a drunk speaks a sober
I
mind.
baby, what the kids doing?
Yeah, how the baby?
How the baby?
Can you give me out, baby? Can you send me $20?
You get $20 down here and get Robert that $150 so he can come get me.
What'd you think about it when you seen that boy got stabbed 14 times like that?
Ooh, I didn't like that.
I mean, did you think it was? Did you think it was
retaliation or something?
No. Did you think that it was gang related?
Sure. I know how hard them LA prisons is. Yeah, I know how hard the Twin Towers is. But to watch a Negro walk right past him. You seen that?
Man, that's California, man.
You seen that, bro? You know the politics, man. Come on, man. That man walked right past that boy, man.
Yes, sir.
With his bowl in his hand. Walked to his cell. Turned that way. Help. He getting out. He got him by the hood and worked him. I was like, damn, boy. You don't never want to see that, though. I don't care. Yeah. Get on here. We'll take care of you on this side. You know what I mean?
That's
but
right.
Not like
yeah,
that.
It's a black eye for California, bro.
I know
it's like, he wasn't my homeboy. Ain't got nothing. He was black.
He was black.
That's the only thing it is.
Yeah, in Texas prison, oh, bro, they wouldn't even let them up because they know what's gonna happen, bro.
Yeah, I told you that wouldn't work like that, man.
Hide the gate. Now we cool with our essays though, a lot cooler than California is. You know what I'm saying? But when it come to that, you gotta pick a side.
That's right. Automatically.
That's why you gotta give like 5 kudos to ride with the Muslim car through the roughest prison in Texas. Because you got to pick a side when it's time to pick a side.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And that was his time to pick a side. I don't care what I know about why he was in there. If I was in there with him, I would have to ride with him.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, that's just the way they go.
Now, what happened? You see what happened with Big U and whatever so they say happened. They got into it with some people and they had to band together, even though they was, enemies or whatever. It'd be like that though. Jail bring out some crazy shit.
Bring out a lot of crazy stuff, man.
Stay out of there, kids.
Stay out of it, ain't for you.
Ain't nothing cool about it.
It's for everybody, but you ain't got to do it.
You gonna go.
It's
doing wrong,
it's
you
easy.
going.
It's easy to get in. Hell of to get out.
That what they used to tell me.
You ain't got
you go to Penitentiary.
You ain't got to be no road scholar to go to prison. You ain't got to be no bright motherfucker. But to stay out, you have to make some sacrifices.
There you go.
You understand me? You have to look for something. Most people that go to prison, we're selfish. We don't think about anybody but ourselves. And we can do it. But I got some friends, they've been knowing the girl that they wanted to marry and the stuff they wanted to do when we was in grammar school. I ain't never wanted a wife. I ain't never wanted a house. I've been dealing with the Untouchables and Edward G. Robinson ever since I was 9.
There you go.
I wanted to be a gangster.
Yeah.
And then when I got to be a gangster, found out ain't no commercials with murder.
Yeah, ain't no commercials.
Like damn, you got to, and somebody that you done that to have somebody that love them.
That's what I tell them.
So it don't get when you get locked up for doing one of these deeds, it don't get easier when you get to prison. That shit follows you. So everybody that think that shooting and murder is easy, man, that's a struggle.
Let me ask you something, man, because you've been to prison. You've been to prison.
Not me.
Please. I'm gonna tell you something. Well, I'm gonna ask you something. When you if you was, just hypothetically speaking, if you was in New Orleans jail, county jail, and there was a hole and 10 people ran out, would you be number 11?
Ain't going nowhere.
Come on with it. Ain't going nowhere.
I don't do shit to want no much of motherfucking time. No way.
Would you be number 11 to go through that damn gate? They move the same.
My celly them gone. I gave him a 45-minute jump. But don't think I had nothing to do with that.
Nothing to do with it.
I'm really trying to go to the trustee part.
I'm telling you, hey Mike D, I was just telling him, I caught a case. I was 28 days to the house, right? I was going home. And so they moved me over from youth authority to state prison. And Palm Hall is the prison of the prison of the prisons, right? So while I'm in it, I'm still thinking I'm going home in 28 days. And the man that I did the stabbing for, he told on me, but I didn't have that foresight at the time, right? So my homeboy came and told me, say, young Marv, man, I'm getting ready to get up out of here. You want to go? And I said, hell no, I don't want to go.
Nowhere.
Hey, look here. I thought about it. I said, shit, no, I'm getting ready to go home. He left. Man, look here.
Right.
That was 1972, right? They didn't pick him up until 2018, right? He went to Africa. Hey, at 28 days, I did another 52 months in prison.
Should have went with his ass to Africa and everywhere.
I'm not good at running. I'm like you, sir.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get to the trustee. They gone.
Well, I smoke me some cigarettes and see some bitches and all that and do all this shit. Yeah, I'm cool.
Man.
Yeah, Miss Megan.
But that's the first. It's nobody in the state that I know of that many blocks have run at one time.
Maybe.
That they go to the Shawshank Redemptions of New Orleans.
Yeah.
and you didn't hear it from me, but I was looking on the dark web.
Oh, shit.
The last two is at E's house. I need that shit. I need that 50,000.
Say, hypothetically, would you guys, I mean, if you seen him and he called you and he said, hey, man, Mike D, I watch your show all the time, and I want to try to see if you'll let me come on. And now, you might get in trouble because you ain't got no damn business. You aiding in a bed at this point.
No, he ain't.
Yes, he is.
No, he ain't. So that's public information.
You gonna do it on the? What?
I ain't know.
He's a journalist.
I'm a journalist.
He's not harboring nobody.
What?
So you gonna go get it?
I'm doing that interview.
That interview is going down.
Man, come on. We live for those moments now. Come on.
Okay, let me say this.
Come with me. We gonna.
A lot of people gave Vlad a bad rap.
It's because he's number one with a bullet. He's the white guy.
A bad rap for what?
For saying y'all called me and I want to talk to you. Let me go and get that.
What? The plantation owner shouldn't be calling nobody. What the hell? The plantation owner. One of us, I can understand it. But how does Captain America gonna call a slave and talk about just talk to me? Can you trust him? Man, do you know what they told the slaves? You know what they told the slaves in Africa? Come on, get on this boat. We gonna take you around. We'll bring you right back.
I know.
We ain't been back since, huh?
You're gonna go over to the land of promise, the land of milk and honey.
Oh man! So what do you think when it come down to it, man? What do you think of make that show just? Well, because I see you on Sundays.
Right.
Is it Sundays or
Sundays Exotic
you
Pop?
guys Exotic Pop, right? What made you do that, and how did you guys even link?
Well, Exotic Pop Keelan, who was on there, my no co-host no more. Co-host no more.
That nigga that doing all that talking.
They fired him. They fired my Muslim brother on the first day. They fired him on the first. He got fired on the day off.
Got fired on his day.
Him and Charles own Exotic Pop.
Okay.
We started that like the culture that we come from a little older than them, and we started going to Louisiana getting them sodas, drinking their syrup. So we'll come and go get different sodas from Louisiana up here in Dallas that they don't have in Houston. Come back, bring it back, sell them for high. He took it and turned it into a business.
Wow.
So we've been proud of him. So it was just a matter of time before we hooked up and did something.
What's Exotic 5?
Exotic Pop.
Pop.
Exotic Pop.
Yeah,
Exotic
it's a
Pop.
drink.
It's a soda. It's a soda. Just what it is sodas you don't have in your area.
Okay.
Basically.
Let's talk about the fact of how you guys get a raw deal, or is it a real deal? Because Rainwater was on there. He talked about y'all in syrup.
Man.
Let's talk about that for a minute.
It was on Rainwater. I had Keelan all on Rainwater. Rainwater.
What was the deal with when it comes down to the reputation about the syrup and everybody? From Big Mo to DJ, DJ Screw and how they rep it, even Pimp C, you know.
Yeah. See, the most thing that I hate is people say you died from syrup. My dad and them been drinking syrup. He just said Delottas, teas, blues. Syrup been around for heroin addicts. Something that heroin addicts could take to get that off of them since the beginning of time. But they always told us don't mix it with soda. Don't mix it with soda. We never knew why though. So we started mixing it with liquor, Boom Farm liquor. Because what they do is drink straight and then chase it, which was the correct way to drink it. When we started mixing it with these, went from Boom Farm to putting it in there and making the cups and doing this here. And then eventually went to the soda. Man, my mom used to be, stop doing that with that soda. Because you're pouring sugar on top of sugar on top of sugar. What happens is diabetes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of people that I know have dialysis and diabetes behind syrup, and nobody gonna go to sleep for you down syrup, though. It's like dying off weed, you know what I mean? Like, it ain't gonna happen. You're gonna go to sleep first if you're drinking real syrup. Now, the bathtub syrup that's going around and all this shit that everybody drinking that ain't the shit we was drinking back then, hey, man, I wouldn't advise nobody to drink syrup in 2025.
Yeah. Key made the statement.
This is a generic with a synthetic time. They got synthetic pills, synthetic syrup, synthetic clothes, synthetic shoes, black market. He know black web, dark web.
I don't want to hear about that.
So
But you done like that web, the black web, like it's a Ouija board or something.
Because this nigga hell with that black web. He playing niggas right now. I gotta watch it, man. Because the
You
niggas
can go on the
ain't.
dark web and
So,
yeah, man.
but when you look at it, like he came on, he said that he stopped, even messing with syrup and all that years ago. Just pretty much cut it out, and then you got people that do still, mix and mingle or whatever though. But it's a culture thing, man. What made y'all? What do you make it of the way that from the swangers to all the stuff that you guys kind of? What you got that damn hand up for? What happened? Did I say something? You better put that hand there.
Man, they go say, it's the nigga sitting in that seat. Man, this era, I have to take responsibility.
You the one doing it.
I mean, I got to take responsibility. All I know is before I was going to Screw House with nobody drinking. When I was first going to Louisiana in 1997 and 96, running them bricks down the highway, wasn't nobody drinking. You know what I mean? So I had one of the first plugs. You know what I mean? We way past statute of limitations. So we was getting them by the boxes. You know what I mean? Back when boxes was 300, pints I was selling them for $100 a pint. So it's almost like a little side hustle, but I had more syrup than customers. So what I do is make a punch bowl. So when we rolling up them big old Swisher Sweets and we sitting around kicking it, doing the float, that's why Screw Thing came in. So it comes with everybody hanging together. So we start making punch bowls. So I start mixing the syrup with the, a few people in a few neighborhoods I knew it. What's that, man? Let me get a little bit. So get a little bit, drank it. The cups like these, the big cups was sweating. So you put your ice in it and it ain't working. So finally somebody, Big Mo or somebody came up with the cup and then the double cup. Start keeping that ice so now you can have your cup for a while.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So, and it's not a fashion statement. It was a way of life for us, like, you know what I mean? But we didn't know that. It's just like Primos. People was stealing cars and smoking Primos. They didn't know they was gonna be smoking crack later on.
No.
So I didn't know that your belly was gonna hurt if you don't have this shit later on. I didn't know you was gonna be like you a heroin addict if you don't drink this shit till I went to jail for fighting with my woman, probably like Tory Lane sounding like that, baby. So you bring that bottle with you when you pick me up, man. My stomach hurt. You know, and for real. And that was it. We just started that, just at Screw Highs, just, and then next thing you know, everybody it just became they come to Bounds. I didn't even sell 4s and 6s and lines and all that. So you want some syrup? Give me $100. You go buy it. So 3-4 of y'all put it together and boom.
You know what?
This was thick syrup.
Yeah.
Then, though. They gonna tell you in the comments, I ain't got it. They gonna be like, oh yeah, that nigga that. They gonna tell us up. But it's the truth.
I really ain't gonna think, real G down there in Houston until, I emailed and talked back and forth with Chameleon there. Until you get him on the show, man, you ain't doing shit down there.
You ain't got me. Now you got me. You got me with that one. That boy making billions right now, man. But
I'm challenging, nigga. You supposed to be from Houston, nigga. Show me, nigga.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. All right, thank you, man. Hey, man, so did we leave anything out? Everything good? Man, I just want to tell you thank you for coming on the show, man.
Man, thank you for being a
we
friend.
always have a good time. You always can come here when you come to. Hey, what you doing in Dallas anyway? Because you out of your jurisdiction. I don't come down there.
I'm about me in Dallas jacket
Well, I'm
too.
lying like hell. I be down there all the time.
You know you be down there. I'm about the AD time, because I know some niggas in the penitentiary that was with me that gonna finna laugh at you. I was at the truck stop. I almost got me a Dallas Cowboy jacket, and I was gonna wear it on here. But when I tried it on and I looked, I said, hell no. Come change the nigga to the coat. Houston, Texas.
Just give us your drop, man, on your Instagram and just the channel and all that stuff.
How we can find you.
You know what it is. It's Mickey Mike D from the One-on-One with Mike D, man. You can catch me on SUC at Mike D or One-on-One with Mike D. You can call Miss Megan from the Sauce Factory. You can call 5. They both numbers in my bio. If you need me to come to your city, pull up. You need, hey man, your girl need Jody, let me know. You know what I mean? Hey, it's me, the Drake Man. We in here, baby. Yeah.
Hey man, it's been another great segment of Boss Talk 101, where the bosses talk.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.